Hello, how's it going guys? I hope you are doing well today and welcome back to another video. Before I get the video started, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the recent support. It's been crazy. We are getting so much support and we are getting very close to 500 subscribers. So thank you very much for all the support. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the volatile, however you say them, the third slot war souls. I'm gonna go over every single one and I'm gonna give my opinion on them and what they should be best for, and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. Um, I'm not gonna be doing them in any specific order. I have all of them saved right here on my screen. I'm just gonna go one by one in no specific order. Okay, so the first one we have right here is going to be Hinata. So his effect is increase the HP by 7.8k plus 6%. The Soul Bearer's Rage skill has a 25% chance to reduce enemy rage by 150. Now this one is alright. It's nothing crazy. It's pretty good for extreme challenge maybe if you put it on an AoE character. And maybe they'll attack everybody, and they'll have a 25% chance to reduce 150 rage on each enemy. But overall, it is nothing crazy. Obviously, if you get it to gold or platinum, the chances will go up and it might be better. But this is actually pretty good for somebody maybe like Matsumoto because technically she is a tank and he does boost the HP and he does have a chance to reduce rage. So this actually wouldn't be bad on Matsumoto or even maybe Mayuri. Because the whole point of Matsumoto and Mayuri is to kind of paralyze or silence the enemies. So this one works pretty well on them. I would give it to one of these two probably. Now the next one we have is Jinta. I absolutely love this one. So it increases the HP by 7.8k and 6% as well. And when the HP is greater than 40%, his or her block chance is increased by 12.5%. Now, this may not seem big at all, but this is actually really big. And keep in mind when you get it to gold or platinum, obviously as well, it'll go up even more. But 12% alone is already massive. If you're running a tank character with the right war souls, the right boost and stuff, he can have close to 100% block chance, and Jinta just helps it out even more. Jinta, in my opinion, is a really great war soul for any tanky character that has a block chance build. I would absolutely recommend it on any defensive character that has a good block chance build. Now for the next one here is Kony. Okay, so Kony works very different from any other war soul. His war soul is called a total war soul. Now what this basically means is his war soul works on the whole entire team and it also does not have to be equipped on the team itself. So you can like equip it on maybe like Jinta himself and it will still boost the team, which is really great. What I would recommend is get an R character to purple +2 and it will only cost 3 awakened essence and 10 shards to unlock a third slot. So it's very cheap to unlock the third slot of an R character. So that's who I would recommend you get to purple +2 and then you can just put Kony on him. Kony is increase ally block chance by 3%. Once again, this is not big, but on a tank it's pretty good. And keep in mind, it does boost the whole team. And it doesn't have to be on your team. So just give it to somebody that is not on your team. And your whole entire team will get a 3% block chance increase. Which is great because you're literally not doing anything. Just get an R character to purple +2. And then go ahead and equip this on them. It's pretty cool. Now the next one, this is the same thing with Kony. It's a total war soul. Now if you're wondering how you would know a total war soul, look right over here, the red thing at the bottom. Like let's go to the next one, see how this is purple. All total war souls will be like this red color and they will have two looking arrows on top of them. And she's another total war soul. She does not have to be equipped on your team, but she will boost your whole enemy team. Not sorry, not your enemy team, your own team. She will boost your own team, not the enemy. Sorry. So her skill is increase ally crit resist by 3%. Now this is honestly not necessarily great. The number is very low and crit resist chance 3% isn't really high because your team's is already low. But like I said, she boosts the whole team without having to be on the team. So I would personally try my best to get any boost I can for my team. And this is one of them. Just try to get our character to purple +2, unlock a third slot, and just equip Prukia on them because she is very easy. Well, she's not very easy to unlock, but she's really useful because she's gonna boost the team without being on the team. So these total Wartol are super good. Now the next one right here we got is I believe her name is Ururu. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I am. But her skill is increase HP by 7.8 plus 6%, and her first rage skill grants him or herself 80 attack and plus 500 shield. Now this one, it's not very great in my opinion. The HP boost from it is super nice. Don't get me wrong, but she only gives her second effect is 80 attack plus 500 shield. That's literally nothing. 80 attack is absolutely nothing, and 500 shield is probably even worse. 500 shield is just nothing. It's not a big number at all. Like normal attacks literally can do up to like 50k damage to you. So 500 shield is really really bad. But if you don't have any other war souls that you need for a tanking character maybe, then she's alright because her HP boost is actually pretty nice. But other than that, she's not really anything great. Now the next one we have right here is Ganju. Ganju, actually. Ganju, I don't know how you say his name, but you get the point. He's also one of my own favorites. Increase the HP by 7.8 plus 6%, and whenever the Soulbearer dies, decrease the attack of the enemy back row by 15%. Now, this is, I feel like, okay, so a lot of people have told me that they feel like it's very situational, and I agree, it is pretty situational because why would you ever aim for your character to die, that's not normal. However, in my case, my Byakuya usually dies very quick, for example. So having this equipped on him is really nice because whenever, he ends up dying, he's going to decrease the whole back row of the enemy by 15%, which is massive. And especially if you can get it to gold or platinum, it's very big. Now the HP boost itself is pretty nice, also. But this, I would just maybe equip it on your fastest dying tanking character. It's gonna give him HP to survive a little longer, and when he ever does die, it's just gonna decrease the back row of the enemy. And like I said, 15% is quite a lot. It is not bad at all. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Ganju. Now we have Omaida. Increase the attack by 750 plus 6%, and when enemy HP is less than 45%, the Soulbearer deals 9% plus 250% extra damage. Now this one is not bad honestly. It gives a decent attack boost, and whenever the enemy HP becomes less than 45%, you're gonna deal more damage. Now keep in mind, this might be confusing on when enemy HP is less than 45%. What I'm guessing, it's just total HP of all 6 characters. Whenever it hits under 45%, you're gonna start dealing that extra damage. Now this is obviously doesn't work in squad boss because he's always at 100%. In PvP, it's also not gonna activate a lot, so I would try not to use it, but maybe an extreme challenge, it would help. This is not bad, it's just the problem with it that it's very, very situational. That's all I can really say about it. I would probably not use it unless whatever game mode or whatever you're playing is going to activate it for sure, because it is super, super situational. Now here's another really great one, and it's going to be Toshiro. Increase the HP by 7.8 plus 6%, and when battle begins, allies have a 50% chance to trigger an extra mastery skill. Now this is really good because the HP boost is very nice, and a 50% chance to trigger an extra mastery skill is honestly super super good. 50% chance is quite big. If you guys have Urahara unlocked, one of his mastery skills is whenever he does his mastery skill, he has an 80% chance to reduce damage received by like 30%, I believe. So this, for somebody on like Urahara, is simply amazing because if his mastery skill is not activated so he can get his damage reduction, then this will have another chance to activate his mastery skill. This is really great. And it's not just on Urahara. You can honestly equip it on any character that needs HP. The fact that it just gives you an extra mastery skill is super nice. That's like extra damage in squad bosses maybe. Um, and you know, it might be your winning factor of extreme challenge because you're getting an extra mastery skill to maybe stun or silence the enemy. Overall, I think this one's pretty good to use in general. No specific mode no specific mode for it really. Like it's absolutely amazing on Urahara, I can say, but overall it's just a really great one. I would use it on anybody that maybe needs an HP boost. Now Joshiro, and the absolutely amazing one. So let's go ahead and read it. Increase the HP by 7.8k plus 6% during the normal attack phase. Every 4 ally attack released heals the Soulbearer for 25% attack his HP, increases the damage rate by 5% and regenerates 50 rage. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. It has so many effects into one War Soul. It gives you a really nice HP boost. It heals up whoever it's equipped on, and for 25% of their attack, it increases the damage by 5%, and it regenerates 50 rage. This is absolutely amazing. Like, if you put this on a tank, every round they can be healing themselves and maybe like squad boss, and every round they're getting that 5% boost, that rage regenerate, and everything. This is absolutely great, and it doesn't even have to be on a tank. It can really be on anyone. This is one of the war souls that you can probably put on anyone because it's absolutely great. If one of your characters like keeps dying in squad boss and you need them to be healed, this is one really good way to do them. I would absolutely recommend the Joshua War Soul to anyone. It's really, really overpowered. Now, the next one we got is Uryu, another War Soul that's pretty good for maybe one of your back rows. It increases the attack by 750 plus 6% and mastery skill damage by 25%. There's also a 20% chance to inflict bleed. Now, this is really good. Even if you equip it on a character that's guaranteed bleed, it's still really good. It gives you a decent attack boost overall, and that 25% extra damage to master your skill, it's pretty nice, honestly. It may not be the highest, but it's high enough to be equipped on a character. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Not a lot of information, but overall, it's pretty good. I would use it on any damage dealer in your back row, maybe. Okay, now we go to the Chad one. Increase the HP by 7.8k plus 6%. Rage skill has a 6% chance to stun the target and deal 150 extra damage for 1 round. Now, this just seems really bad. The HP boost is nice, but the rage skill has a 6% chance to stun. That's absolutely horrible. 6% is super low. And a chance, and after you stun them, you're gonna also deal 150 extra damage. That's like literally nothing. You're already dealing probably over 100k damage with your rage. So this is like literally absolutely nothing. 150 normal damage is seriously bad. I don't even know why it's like that. I wish it was a percentage. But either way, 6% chance to stun is pretty bad. The damage on it is pretty bad. Other than the HP boost on it, this War Soul is pretty bad. I'd use it if you didn't have any other option and you needed an HP War Soul for your character. But overall, I personally think that it's bad. Now, Ichigo's War Soul, absolutely love it. One of the must-haves, actually. In my opinion, this is kind of a must-have War Soul because it's really, really OP. Increase the attack by 750 plus 6%. And when battle begins, ally rage skill damage is increased by 6%, plus 250 attack. Lasts for 2 rounds. Now, it explains itself. Not much to explain on it. It increases the attack of the character and gives your whole team a 6% damage boost to your rage skill. pretty, it explains itself. It's really good and it's a must-have in my opinion. I would put it on one of your damage dealers. Orihime, another great War Soul. She increases the HP by 7.8k plus 6%, and every 3 allies that attack, she will heal the lowest character with the lowest HP, and she will also give them a 400 attack boost. Now that's absolutely amazing for something like Squad Boss, because you can potentially be healing 2 characters every single turn. Because every 3 allies that attack, she will heal one of them. So every 3 that attack, she will heal one. So every single turn, you could possibly have 2 people healing up. And she heals the people with the lowest HP, which is great, because that means she will keep them alive for a longer period of time to deal more damage in Squad Boss. But it's not just good for Squad Boss. This is also good for extreme challenge and even PvP if you're going second. This is another one of these War Souls that is absolutely great. I would recommend to anyone, and you can use it on anybody. And she does, the main stat that she boosts is going to be HP, so I would maybe try to give it to a tank or a character that is having issues surviving. Now we got Matsumoto here. Um, Seems pretty bad in my opinion. Increase ally attack by 1.5%. The mastery skill of skill speciality characters and defense speciality allies have a 10% chance to silence and deal 50% more damage. Um, I'm sorry, but in my opinion, this is just bad in every way. Now, she does increase the attack of your whole enemy team, but it's only 1.5%. Nothing serious. And her chance to deal extra damage or silence the enemy is just 10%, which is super low. Once again, I can't really explain much about it because it's just bad in my opinion. I would not recommend it to anyone. I would probably just save the shards to promote her Matsumoto herself. Now the next one, another absolutely amazing one, another total War Soul. As you can see, has the 2 red arrows on it, which means she will boost your team without having to be on your team. She increases ally attack by 2% plus 150 of the Soulbearer's attack. That is why it is super low, because it is actually quite OP. You can equip it on any character that's not on your team, and your team will also get the boost. Now, try to equip it on the character that has the highest attack that is not on your team, obviously, because the higher the attack on the character is, the more she will boost your team. She also kind of explained herself. She just boosts the team, and she does not have to be on the team. I would recommend this to every single one. Now we have Aizen here. Obviously not many, a very low amount of people will probably be able to make this. But if you are able to make it, oh my god, this is absolutely overpowered. It increases your attack by 375 plus 3% and HP by 4k plus 3%. And the rage skill drains 6% of the target's attack and 6% of the target's defense plus 150 base stat for 2 rounds. Now this is absolutely huge. If you equip this on a, say like an AoE character, he will drain 6% attack and defense from every single character on the enemy team. That's absolutely insane. This one is super overpowered. But once again, most of you guys unfortunately will not be able to have it, so I would probably not worry about it. If you get 1 shard from the squad rewards every day, you can get it after a month. But I know people would prefer saving for the actual character himself. I don't know when you will get this, but whenever you get it in the future, use it. Just make sure to use it, in my opinion, on an AoE character, because that's where it will shine the most. You can honestly use it on any damage dealer, but on a character that AoEs, this is where it will shine the most, because it will drain attack and defense from every single enemy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Aizen. Now, Kuma Maru, let's go ahead and read it. Increase HP by 7.8k plus 6%. And ally mastery skills have a 20% chance to ignore 8% of 100% of the target's defense. Ineffective against squad boss. Now this one is alright. Okay, so it gives a really good HP boost, which is nice. Ally master skills have a 20% chance to ignore 8% of the defense. Now that means every single character on your team will have that 20% chance. But even with that, it's only a 8% chance to ignore the defense, so it's nothing serious. It's still definitely better than somebody like Chad, in my opinion. So if you don't have any other choice and you would like it for maybe like a tanking character or a character that needs HP, then go ahead and use it because it's not that bad. And then we got this side here. This is another weird one. Increase the HP by 1% when the Soulbearer has less than 40% HP. Reflect damage rate is increased by 12%. The HP boost is super low. And it's kind of really situational as well. I would never use it unless you know what you're doing because it's super situational. I would probably maybe use it with like a Black Tortoise team that has a bunch of Warsoul of Vengeances on it maybe. But I'm not going to go too deep into this one because it's honestly extremely situational. It's quite useless. And you can use it, you just need like super specific situations and stuff for it. So I would probably not recommend making this unless you know what you're doing. If you made this, then you probably know what you're doing. If not, then this one is really bad. I would not recommend using it. Just ignore it. And now we got the last two here. I'm sorry, I got like a weird screenshot of it. I couldn't get normal screenshots. But the Zangetsu one and Byakuya one. I'm gonna go over the Byakuya one first. Increase ally attack by 1.5%, damage rate by 1.5%, and bleed damage by 10%. Now, this is not bad at all. It gives a pretty... Well, okay, so here's the thing. The attack and damage rate boost is pretty low, but keep in mind, it's percentage-wise, and you're getting both of them. You're getting the attack boost and the damage rate boost. That's why it's so low. But overall, I do actually think it's pretty good. And bleed damage by 10%, I guess, is just kind of like a extra added bonus. But the Byakuya one is pretty good. You can equip on any character on your team. I'm sorry about that. That was weird. But yeah, it does increase the ally attack damage rate and bleed damage. So every single character on your team will get that boost. Just make sure to have it equipped to somebody on your team. It's pretty good overall. You can equip it to anybody on your team. Now the Zangetsu one is also amazing. Now okay guys, so this is the orange version and 4 stars. So that's why it's extremely stupidly high. However, I do know the stats for 3-star on silver. I believe it's 750 attack plus 6%. When battle begins, and increase ally damage rate by 6%, and I think attack 240, and it only lasts 2 rounds instead. The Zangetsu one is also another must-have. It's absolutely amazing. Try to get it whenever you can. Put it on somebody that is a damage dealer, and it will do the job. It's absolutely amazing. It increases the damage quite a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. These were the last two. This video is extremely, yeah, it's already at 23 minutes. So I'm so sorry, if it took so much of your time. But I just wanted to go each one of these. That's why the video is extremely long. Anyways, I'm not going to take any more of your time. If you liked the video, please consider leaving a like and maybe subscribe. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.